name is Tej, and I teach Kundalini Yoga, and I've actually been studying and practicing Kundalini Yoga since I was 18 in the early 70s, quite accidentally. I came to USC to go to school, college, and I was in a social psychology class, and the man started talking about people that are yogis that can control their mind and then make matter move through the control of the mind. And I thought, that sounds cool. I want to do that. And as soon as I walked out of the class, there was a big, huge telephone pole with a piece of paper stapled to it, and it said yoga as a form of therapy. And since I was studying Kundalini Yoga, therapy, studying psychology and counseling, I thought, that's perfect. Everything I want in one. So I went and signed up for this man's experiment. He was doing his PhD in education, and he actually did his dissertation on the effects of Kundalini Yoga through a personality inventory test. And he gave us personality inventory tests, then a 3-month course in Kundalini Yoga, and at the end of that he gave us another personality inventory test to see how we changed. So it's really a scientific measurement of how you change. And I was off the chart in how much I had changed. I was so much better. I had come from Colorado. That's where I had been before I went to college. And Colorado was pretty peaceful. When I came into USC, at that point it was pure ghetto. It was like one little teeny dot in the middle of this huge ghetto, and I thought, how can I stay here? First week I was there, I think they had this massive heat wave, and I thought, I can't live here. And then I went into the bathroom, the girls' bathroom, because I was in a dorm, and some lady starts telling me, you're not a girl because you're not rushing for the sorority. And I thought, this place is a nightmare. So when I found the Kundalini finally, after going through they had one commune there where all the old aging hippies were living. I thought, no. And then I kept trying to find a crowd that I liked. Finally I found Kundalini. And the Kundalini Yoga classes are what did it. They got me through life. And now I feel like, because of the Kundalini, if I hadn't started doing it, I probably wouldn't be here today. I always say I would have been in either a mental hospital or dead, and I'm sure of that. One of the things about the Kundalini is that it opens up in you a sacredness. Everybody has it, and even if you talk to people that you feel are really not aware, and you think to yourself, they look kind of dumb the way they are, you just know even that person has a Kundalini force in them. Everybody has a soul. Everybody has a destiny. Everybody has an intelligence. Everybody. And everybody can have all of that awakened in them when the Kundalini force is awakened. Before that, they're just living kind of like a back and forth, up and down existence, sort of like a little boat upon the sea. You like that Donovan song? Life is like a little boat upon the sea. And that's really what life is like until you get on the Kundalini path. And it doesn't have to be only through Kundalini Yoga. Your Kundalini can open up through different things, but it's safe when you do it through Kundalini Yoga as taught through Yogi Bhajan. He's taught us ways to make it safe. I've actually had people call me sometimes from UCLA Mental Hospital, and they go, I've been here for a few days, my Kundalini open is just going haywire, I'm seeing things, I'm having energy run through me, the psychiatrist put me here for a few days, I don't know what to do. And I go, how did it happen? Were you studying Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan? No, I was just reading a book and I was trying stuff. So opening up the Kundalini force in you, it's very helpful if you can have guides that provide safety valve. And this is what I wanted to talk about for a second here, because many people will publish that Kundalini Yoga is dangerous. Well, eating too many bananas, too much sugar, driving a car without any rules, all that can be dangerous. Everything can be dangerous, but it's how you use it. If you follow the rules and you follow the path laid out by the masters before us. Kundalini Yoga, as taught by Yogi Bhajan and through Yogi Bhajan as a channel, was really put together according to him, because I don't remember, I might have been there, I don't know, but I don't have that awareness, but he told us that in the Satyug, in the golden age, Thousands and thousands of years ago, the masters put together the science, and they put it together for now, for the people now, as we're changing out of the dark age and we're going into this Aquarian age. Aquarian age consciousness has to set on the planet. It's the time for it. And to get us ready for that, they created the Kundalini Yoga, and Yogi Bhajan, out of his bravery, decided to make it public. It wasn't supposed to be public. They had a rule even in the scriptures. It said it should not be taught public. But the rules were made up a lot of times by the Brahmins, by the priests, the people that were in a caste society that wanted to keep some people down and other people up. Every person has a Kundalini. Every single person can be awakened. Every person should have a chance, and that's why Yogi Bhajan decided to make it, a beautiful opening for everybody if you want it. But see, the thing is, your consciousness has to know and want it and decide to go through things, because you're changing. You'll be changing. So he gave us the Kundalini Yoga techniques to help us get ready for this Aquarian age changeover. It's very fast. It makes you move very fast and change your consciousness really quickly, much more quickly than a lot of other sciences that maybe do the same thing. My teacher used to tell us, he goes, if you decide you're in Los Angeles and you want to go to New York, you can either get on a plane, a jet plane, and go, or you can get on a donkey and go. So he said the Kundalini Yoga is like getting on the jet plane. It goes fast. It'll open up the chakras. It'll put the energy through your system. It'll clean the blood. It'll balance the glandular system. It makes you healthier, makes you brighter, makes you more aware. You see things. Intuitively, you see things. You start to know stuff. But you have to decide that you want it and then go through the ups and the downs of it. Sometimes your consciousness, subconscious will fight with you. So when you're starting to go along on the path, after a while, you'll get in this little egotistical thing like, I don't need that. I'm fine. I don't need to work. Just it's like being on a diet, though. If you're on a diet and you're losing weight, and all of a sudden you go, I don't want to lose weight. I want to be fat, subconsciously. And then you're like, that cake looks good. I think I'll go eat that cake. It doesn't matter. Like, we go to our lower side a lot without realizing it. So the Kundalini Yoga can help you grow fast. You have to be aware of your mind. It's really important to be aware of our mind now, not just for your own spiritual growth, but for your downfall. Because right now we're getting to a point where anything you think can go fast, down or up. Even, I can think about a person and they show up at yoga class. I haven't seen them for 6 years. They'll show up at the class the next day. So the one thing about the body is you need to keep it clean. You need to keep the energy going through it. You need to release the stress. And the Kundalini Yoga part can do it. But it's a preparation for meditation. Meditation of bringing your higher self open through you so you can know how you need to proceed and so you can be safe. One time my teacher told us, he goes, you don't need to not be safe and protected. You need to be protected. In this world, we need to be protected. And he said, the way it can work is if your presence is open, your auric field is open, the radiance around you is expanded, then what will happen is miracles come to help keep you safe. I've had this happen all the time. I'm sure you have too. You're driving your car and all of a sudden something goes, wait, look to the right, and you see a guy just about to hit you. And then you know instinctively how to move out of the way. There are many, many examples of that I've seen where miracles and magic has happened because of the Kundalini opening through the aura, the messages that people get. So I believe that whenever you hear that somebody says to you, Kundalini Yoga is dangerous, just say to them, yeah, I've heard that before. And then if they try to persist, usually they're trying to do a sales campaign to get you into their type of practice or their yoga or make you a peon under them. Don't buy it. Decide that you want to go into your own strength as a person. The Kundalini Yoga is not a religion. There are certain rules that you need to do. Chanting that sacred mantra, the Om Namo Gurudev Namo, before you practice is extremely helpful. It's not a religion, it's a sound current. It sets up a vibration that will put a protective shield around you. And then it will connect you to a higher force so the energy, when it opens through your body, will go into your auric field and not haywire through you. Number two, if you can remember to actually do the breath of fire and do the postures to the point that you're putting a stress on your nervous system, it's making it stronger. You want that, because when the Kundalini energy starts to open through you, it's a little bit like turning on the electricity in an old barn that hasn't had electrical wiring in it or any electricity in it for a long time. You turn on the electricity and suddenly, if the wiring is strong, it can handle it. If it's not strong, there might be a blowout. Same thing in us. We work on gradually opening up the energy and gradually opening up the energy through a body that's stronger. So we work very diligently. Like the man, I met a man yesterday, and he said to me, he's elderly, he's in his 60s, old rock and roll guy, you know, from the long time ago. And I said, you look really good, you look really bright. And he said, yeah, I do my asana, my postures, I do my yoga. He goes, you have to do it every day. He goes, I do it every day. He goes, I'm really, really old. And I go, no, you look really young, and you look really bright, and you look really happy. He goes, yeah, because I do my asana. And he goes, every day, every day. He goes, I don't skip, I do it every day. And he goes, if you do it every day, the brightness will be through you, and you won't get sick. This is for him. He never gets sick, he said. And he's very happy. I was actually surprised to see how happy he is. So I feel like we have tools here that have been given to us as gifts. I feel like, you know, it's a respect and a reverence that we need to keep towards this practice. And I feel like it can do miracles for you. Just keep going, keep up. They have that saying, keep up and you'll be kept up. And I'm serious. You reach for the gurus, they'll come back to you, at least 10 to 100-fold. Now there is a meditation that I was interested in just showing for a couple of minutes of it. And I want to show it because I think that one of these type of meditations is really a key to a person unfolding in their own consciousness. And it helps to keep you in line with yourself, with your higher self. And it's called Conquering Self-Animosity. And when we do teacher training, it's actually one of the meditations in our book. And I feel like I've given this meditation to many people. I gave it to Maria. I've given it to a lot of people over the years. And why I got so interested in it was one day a lady, she was an actor. We're in Hollywood. And she came to me and she said, I don't like myself. I'm half one race, half another. And both sides of the races don't accept me, I feel like. I feel like my parents don't accept me. It was all her own inferiority complex that she was going through. And I said, okay, why don't we do this meditation? Conquering your own self-animosity, your own self-hatred. It's a great name. She did it for 9 months. And one day she had been out of town working on a show. She was actually a working actor on a TV series. She came running through my yoga center and she was like, I gotta find Tej, I gotta find Tej. She goes, I gotta tell you, I'm on my way to the airport. And I go, you are? She goes, yes. She goes, without even asking for it, I got called by another country. They asked me to come and do my own TV show. My own TV show. And she goes, it's the meditation. I know it's the meditation. And I went, cool. I go, let me know how it's going, you know, keep in touch. And so she just ran out and ran to the airport. And that was it. I never saw her again. I actually never heard from her again either. I figure things are going good because people usually write me when they're bad. So let me show you how to do the meditation, and you can practice it on your own. You can own it. You can practice it wherever you are because it's quiet. It's a simple meditation. You can even put a blanket around you on an airplane seat and get in a little cozy corner against the side of the airplane and do it there. You can do it anywhere. It doesn't make noise. You can do it in a hotel room. You can do it when you are living with somebody. It's like pretty easy, and it's super powerful. I also saw another guy that did it. He became a multimillionaire a year and a half later, and he didn't do anything different. It all came to him. So I feel like the reason this one works is because we are God, we are connected, we are pure spirit. And if you take off the shackles, they call it, then you can become pretty much what you put your mind to. And this, in a lot of ways, erases the negativity that you've been trained to be in, and anything that's holding you back, and it lets your light come out. And it has to go slow, one step at a time. Some people say to me, they go, I want to be fixed today. I want to be fixed like by tomorrow. And I go, you took lifetimes to get to where you are. And it's going to take a little while. Like just daily, watch your mind. Keep the mantras going. Keep the mantra in your mind. Play mantras in your home. Do your practice every day. And let's just go. Let's see what the messages will be for you. Where the angels and where the fairies and the gurus and your guides will take you. All right, in this, you take your hands and you put them flat so that they're face forward, and then bend the fingers back so that they come into the middle of the palm. Bring the hands down together so the base of the palms touch and the sides of the thumbs touch, and then your knuckles are kind of together. Have these arms just down by your side. Now the mistake that I see some people do is their thumbs start to drop forward. No, push them up and pull them back towards the body. The thumbs represent your ego, and instead of having a limited ego, have an exalted ego. Feel your exalted sense of you. Now they ask you to close your eyes and open a little bit and stare at the tip of the nose. So sometimes that'll feel funny, but it's actually fixing your brain. It's like medicine for your brain. Now there's a 4-part breath that you'll take in this position, so hold the position. And in it, we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Round mouth, inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nose. We'll do it about 3 times. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale deeply and smoothly through the mouth and exhale through the nose. All right, 2 more times. Inhale nose and exhale mouth. Inhale mouth and exhale nose. 1 more round. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nose. Now to end, inhale through the nose and then stretch your arms up over the head. Keep them stretched up. And we'll exhale. Now 3 inhales. Pull up, exhale, inhale, pull up, exhale, inhale, pull up. Feel your aura opening. Feel everything that you've released from your body, your psyche, opening up into your higher self. Exhale, and then bring the hands down. And I like to end with an offering of myself. 2 hands together, prayer pose. Just allowing and surrendering. Surrendering to that great infinite force, creative force, of where we are to go this life, are able to go this life, can be taken this life. I mean, there's many chances that we sometimes overlook. And I ask, may I see the chances? May I have the courage and the energy to move in that way? May I not miss my destiny? And then I like to do 1 long satnam to clear the space. Inhale. Sat Nam. And I have a yoga center in Hollywood. And we call it 9, N-I-N-E, 9 Treasures Yoga. And it's in honor of the 9th Sikh Guru who gave his life, really sacrificed his life, and was actually beheaded when he stood for religious freedom, that people from all faiths and All walks of life should be allowed to stand tall in themselves. And they say that if you meditate on the ninth Sikh Guru, his name was Guru Tej Bahadur, that the 9 treasures will run to you. And if you want to know what those are, you can Google search it. It's everywhere. Even Wikipedia has it. But if you want to come to our classes sometime, if you're ever in LA, just come on by. The minute we're at the top of a martial arts studio in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. And at some point they're going to tear that building down. We'll be moving. But in the meantime, come by. And if you want that meditation sent to you email, just email me info@9treasuresyoga.com, and it'll go to me and I'll send you that meditation by email. I think it's one that everybody should practice for at least, I don't know, a couple months. Why not? Let's just see what change your soul's willing to go through or able to go through. Everybody has it in them. Even you. Satnam.